Speed Scene Live reporting from John Force's shop in Yorba Linda, California. Today is the All Ford show, and we got not a lot of race cars, but a lot of Mustangs and high-performance cars, and it happens to be in his shop, which is a museum and it's a shop. They build the race engines in the back, and he's got every trophy he's won here, the cars, Ashley's cars, Eric's cars, Robert Height's cars here, and they have car shows here once a month. It's the first Saturday of the month, pretty much from spring until fall. And if you ever get an opportunity to come to one of these shows, or from 4 to 7 on a Saturday night, first Saturday of the month, you can come through the shop, and they open it all up, and you can go through and see all the stuff, the signatures, the autographs, all the memorabilia from Ashley, Courtney, Brittany, and John Force. Well, here with, like I said, we're at John's place. This is Lori Force, and being a mom of some wonderful drivers. I mean, what part do you play outside of just racing?
I'm kind of team cheerleader, I guess. The girls, it's all new to Brittany and Courtney, and Ashley's getting a little more, she's getting a little better into, what this is all about, running the professional level. But Brittany and Courtney, they're still trying to balance school and do drag racing, and so I'm kind of like maybe sort of team manager, go get the coffee and, give them wake-up calls and just the little piddly stuff. But more important is they have struggles out there, and, things are upsetting, and just trying to get it all together. It's a new experience for them, and so just to be kind of the ears and maybe helpful advice whenever I can. So not much more than that.
Now, as those kids grew up, did they ever think that they'd be driving cars eventually?
No, none of them, except for Courtney, when she was in kindergarten, said, I'm going to drive a funny car just like my dad. But, of course, who would pay attention to her? Nobody. But she's the only one that expressed interest. Ashley wanted to be a crew member. She wanted to, and really the only reason she wanted to do that is so she could ride around in the big rigs, going from race to race. And Brittany just loved being at the races, but, none of them really ever sincerely expressed being a driver, maybe except for Courtney.
Okay, well, cool. What about that old TV show you guys did? Was it a couple of years ago? I mean, I watched it all the time. Whatever happened to that? Is it ever going to come back?
That was Driving Force. I think we did it in 2006 and 2007, and we did our second season in 2007, and it kind of just wound down, and we, struggled with losing Eric, and we just, had to kind of quit at that point. And then A&E went on and, went on with different shows, and so it just kind of got left at that. So I don't know. The girls had mixed emotions about it. A couple of them loved it. A couple of them really struggled with it. So, yeah.
We really had fun watching it. It was a great show. I missed watching it.
I think that's because John is such a crazy, out-of-control character that who doesn't love watching that?
Yeah. Well, thanks for your time, Lori. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Thanks a lot.
John Force, hey, great show today. Thanks for being a part of our program. And tell me some things about the new plant in Indy.
Well, first, I want to thank Ken Grody, Ford, for coming down here and making this possible. And, we're in a tough economy right now here in America, and Ford's fighting the fight, but they're going to make it. And so are we here at John Force Racing. So it was great, and we got a great facility here. We'll have a big Christmas show. Craig does about 15 shows a year, and we got a big Christmas show coming here in December for Chips for Kids with the Highway Patrol. That'll be exciting. But now let's talk about Indy.
Let's talk about it.
Right before the Indy race here, around August 28th, September, we're going to have a grand opening of another museum. We got so many cars, we had to move a lot of them to Indy, and we opened an apparel store there. And, of course, the shop there is 100. This one here is like 60,000 square feet. The one in Indy is 150. It houses the Eric Medlin Project and all our race teams there. So we'll be working out of both places.
Now, are you moving there? I heard rumors that you guys might move there.
I'm a California guy. My wife, my kids, we love it here. Yorba Linda's our home. Nope, we're not leaving. We are moving part of the business there. This will become TV studio here. We have our studio upstairs, but it's just not big enough. And we want to get back in the movie business. We made a lot of money with A&E, but a lot of exposure is what it was really about. And the money don't hurt either. But my girls, they loved it. Driving Force was a show. So we're gonna grow the museum. We still have 4 or 5 acres across the street, and we're gonna build on it. So that little trailer house, that was my mom's trailer house that I grew up in from the TV show. So we're gonna keep growing it, keep working.
Now, how's the Eric Mellon project coming out?
That's what Indy's all about, and the new cars. The new. You want me to look at that camera?
Yeah, look at that camera.
Okay.
Sorry, sir.
No, I was looking at him, such a handsome devil here.
That's okay.
Yeah, the Eric Mellon project grows. We're unveiling our new chassis at Indy, and of course, all the Ford Mustangs are mounted there, and Castrol Auto Club, everybody, Sanyo Brand Source, everybody that we deal with, Mac Tool, they're all housed there too. So it's a great place, Indy. Middle of the country makes sense because our teams can get to all the races.
Yeah.
We really only have a few out here on the West Coast.
Now, all these changes to the funny car, they apply to Top Fuel too?
I don't get involved with Top Fuel. That's kind of their world, what they do. But we build, state of the art with Ford Motor Company, their technicians to build the chassis for safety. You knew we lost Eric Mellon in 07, and then I crashed. So we got race cars now that they're really good, they're really safe, and they're really fast. Ashley's up in the top of the points lead right now, and we're going to put all 4 of these cars in the countdown, and we'll see if we can get that championship.